Alrighty, we back in
Hey,
business, man.
hey,
We
hey,
are
hey.
back in business.
Yes, sir.
We don't waste no time. We don't
Huh?
waste no time.
None, none, none,
Come on,
none. Time is precious and precious is time. So,
come
boy,
on. We
take it
be
how
the
you want.
movie. We be the movie and TV show Legion of Doom.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We do the heavy lifting, so you don't have to. Do you know what I'm
see what you
saying?
did there. See what you did there. To be honest, true. I know you're a wrestling fan. Which duo would you pick if you had to pick one for us, for the screenrunners? Which duo from early, late, wherever, man? The
I'm
people
gonna.
should
I'm gonna. I'm. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna go with my two. I'm gonna go with two wrestlers that are on my Mount Rushmore, but I'm gonna do it that they're from different eras because I could easily go with two from the Attitude, but I'm gonna go one each. So I'm gonna go Stone Cold Steve Austin.
come on.
What? And then I'm gonna go with the one and only man like Roman Reigns. What we
Okay,
doing?
okay,
What we
okay.
doing?
Man, went straight there with the new one there. I wasn't even
Hold on,
expecting
Zush,
that.
Zush, Zush. Sorry, who would you respect? Acknowledge me.
I see what we're
Anyway,
doing.
go ahead.
Big
Sorry, bro.
wrestling fan day, you
Sorry,
know?
bro.
All right, say
Sorry,
no
bro.
more, man. Say no more, man. You made your point. People, I go by the name of Zoosh, aka Guyver.
And it's your boy Joseph Records, aka the co-pilot of the screenrunners, aka Mr. 767.
Come on, Mr. 767.
Yes, sir.
We are the screenrunners, people. We're here to tell you what's going on the big screen and the small screen
Oh,
and behind the TV screens. Yeah?
yeah. Yeah,
All
pull
of
the
that. That's
curtain.
what we're here for. That's why
Yeah.
they call us the screenrunners.
Yes,
Right
sir.
now, we're changing up things. Little piece, yeah? Changing up. So, we're just doing news only. Yeah, we're here to tell you what's going on, what's happening behind the screens. That's what we're here for today, yeah? But before we get to that, man like Mr. 767,
Yo,
how have you been?
I'm good, sir. The sun is shining.
It's shining.
The
It's
collection of
shining.
maxi dresses are multiplying.
They are. They are.
I'm
But you
good.
know what? You know what
Uh,
comes with maxi dresses though?
what's that?
Babies and hay fever. Babies and hay fever. Hay fever is out in abundance. And I'm seeing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm seeing,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing prams. I'm seeing maxi dresses and prams. A lot of maxi dresses and prams.
Are
So
they
I,
trying to get a
I,
brother or sister for the child they put in the
I,
pram, or what's happening?
I don't know what that means. I mean,
Okay.
that means last summer was one of those summers. Are they looking for another summer like that? I don't know. But what I'm
Hey,
more worried about is hay
yeah,
fever. Because with
okay,
summer comes hay fever. And boy, oh
yeah.
boy, does it come in strong and does it come in fast? Pause. But hay fever is killing me like a beep, beep,
Okay. Okay.
like a
All right, cool. Okay.
are you a
All
hay fever?
right.
Are you a hay fever sufferer?
No, I'm all right. Still,
Yeah, see,
I
I can tell by
do,
your reaction, man, because you
I
don't
do. No,
understand the
no, no. But
pain.
I do sympathize with you guys. Like as much as I like this time of the year, I'm like, damn, man. I know my people them that got them special powers are gonna be impacted by this. So nah, I don't begrudge you guys, but I definitely sympathize with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And
It's literally like having a flu in the
yeah,
summer, bro.
yeah,
It's a madness. It's
yeah.
it's stupid, bro.
And
It's
to all you ladies in the maxi dresses pushing a pram, all I got to say to you is, I know what you did last summer.
okay.
Anyway, let's go.
Let's get straight to the news, man.
Let's
Let's
get
get
the thing
straight to
popping.
first up, Netflix.
Oi.
Netflix.
Uh huh.
So Netflix are gearing up to do something new with their interface,
Right.
and they're looking to switch it up to look more like social media.
AI and TikTok style feed explained. Get ready for a fresh experience on Netflix. After more than a decade, the streaming giant is rolling out a major redesign that promises to change the way you discover and enjoy your favorite shows and movies. This new look isn't just about aesthetics, it's about making your viewing experience smoother and more engaging, blending the best of social media with cutting-edge artificial intelligence.
So I believe the goal is to make it look more like reels. So I think one of the cool aspects that I heard. Come on, hold on, wait. Hear me out before you air me out. Hear me out before you air me out.
All right, co-captain, land the plane, land the
I
plane.
think one of the cool aspects is that, well, hopefully it's better because they kind of do this. But you know when they show like a little clip of like
Yeah.
what it's about, or a little trailer, I believe they're gonna do that like if it was like a TikTok reel or Instagram reel, so you can kind of see like a little glimpse. Come on, man, a little glimpse to, oh, is that what it's about, sort of thing, as opposed to just reading the synopsis. What, you're not here for that? No, you don't. You don't. You don't like.
What part of the movie of Havoc would they do that for?
The scene where they're fighting in the bar. Tell me
Okay.
something.
All
Come
right,
on,
cool.
tell
All
me
right.
something. Yeah,
So
yeah.
once you've seen that, you don't need to watch the film, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I won't argue with you there. But
Let's
yeah.
see.
So
Let's see. I'm not against change. I like what I like, especially when I've got into the groove of seeing something a certain way. Like, for example, Amazon Prime. Remember when Prime had one of the worst interfaces known to man?
I don't
Don't you remember?
remember.
Nah? Like they had
Well, not that I don't remember, but I don't remember.
Okay, they had a poor interface setup, man, and then they changed it, and now I'm like, yo, man,
They come a long
Bezos,
way.
what took so long, bro?
But I'm saying Netflix might be onto something. They might be onto something.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm not mad at trying something new.
Nah, not at all.
It is a bit follow trend, but I get why they're doing it, to appeal to a greater deal, a mass audience, and kind of you gotta get in where you fit in.
I know, but don't
Another thing that
try to appeal to the people who may be struggling to afford your service. Don't just appeal to them alone, yeah? Because the ones that can afford, who may be the fathers or the mothers of the household, you definitely want to make sure they're kosher to want to keep paying for the thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we ain't gonna play like they ain't on social media just as much as everybody else. Come on, man.
Their dad's probably got a couple OnlyFans accounts they subscribe to, so hey,
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Come on.
Yeah, what we do?
Even certain people's grannies be on. Come on, they be on TikToks and doing the socials, man. We ain't gonna do that. But another thing to add that apparently Netflix are doing, they're gonna be teaming up with OpenAI, and they're gonna be doing a sort of chat GPT algorithm fill, to where you can, so you see like how they have what's the categories of movies that they tend to have? They have like lazy movies or movies for the strong man or whatever not. Now you can just kind of type in movies that my girlfriend wouldn't want to watch, and it will come up with a list. So it's like you can kind of, it's going to shake up the algorithms a bit more, as opposed to them just having the set playlist. It's gonna be more algorithm based to what you're into and kind of your feel of things, which I feel like sometimes already is, but they still have a lot of their playlists and categories. I can see by your facial expressions you're not too impressed by this.
I have a question.
You're not too impressed.
I have a question, my brother.
What's
Sush.
that? What's that?
Is this gonna impact Netflix and chill?
I'm gonna go one better and say I reckon it makes Netflix and chill that much more better now.
Okay, then I'm in. I'll give it.
How
A go.
about
I'll
that?
give it a go. Yeah,
I
I'll
reckon
give it
it's
a
gonna
go.
make Netflix and chill that much more better.
Because that's
It's
all
gonna
the
be
streets
straight
want
to
to
the
know.
point.
Is it going to impact Netflix and chill? Because A,
in a good way though. In a good way.
Ballpark, a little ballpark information here, because I know you didn't ask for it, but because we're on Netflix and chill, I'm gonna give you a little inside ballpark. One time, a girl seduced me by leaving the room and putting on Sausage Party on Netflix to let the message be known what she wanted to do at the time. That was one of the most gangster things ever happened to me. Because like, yo, why am I watching Sausage Party?
Yeah.
And then she came back in the room. I was like, okay, that's why we're watching Sausage Party.
I mean, that's a mad one to put on still,
brother.
That's a mad one to put on. But I get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the creativity, because she could have put on something like Bake.
Yeah.
Could have put on what's that one? Sex Life or
nah. Yeah.
I'm hearing things about 365 days just being a straight porno. You get me? So there's other things that she could have put on to be direct, but she was creative about it.
Yeah,
You know,
I respect. No,
even
I
though
respect it. Yeah,
yeah, I
and
respect it, man.
as a respectable, distinguished gentleman,
I respect it.
I provided my review, feedback, and I compensated her and showered her
As you
with
do, you know. Be a
appreciation.
gentleman. Be a
Thank you very
gentleman,
much,
man.
sir.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
What we doing?
Don't
What we
be
doing?
don't be a savage, bro. Don't be
Nah, nah,
unappreciative.
nah, nah. Nah,
You know?
you got, yeah. You know
Yeah?
what I
All
mean?
right,
Credit where
man.
credit's due. Anyway,
Yeah.
what else you got for us, Brother Zush?
Well, at the top of the show, I asked you to choose your favorite wrestling duo
Indeed
that
you
you
did.
would
Indeed you
think
did.
would
Yep.
be best suited for us.
Yep.
So, going back to some wrestling chat,
Hello.
WWE and Netflix are getting ready to take you behind the scenes and show you a 10-part documentary
Oh, yeah.
of what it's like behind the scenes of the WWE. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the last few documentaries I've seen come out of wrestling, they've been good.
Mm,
Like the wrestling world is a very interesting world. I don't
it
know if
is.
that's a lot to do with that is because when we was growing up, that was like a whole thing. Like
Yeah.
wrestling was pretty much at its peak stages
Mm-hmm.
when we were kids.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a bond. There's a
Mm-hmm.
certain there's a
Yeah.
certain
Unbreakable
passion
bond.
that
Yeah.
we have.
Yep.
And even though growing up and knowing what we know and
Yeah.
realizing yes, it is a puppet show, cool. However,
More choreographed, sir. But yes, carry on.
I mean, come on, man. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know you're a wrestling fan, but I
Yeah.
went back and I watched. What was the last one I watched? What was the one where The Rock came out?
WrestleMania 40.
WrestleMania 40. I took my time out. I hadn't seen it in years. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. I
Yeah.
hadn't seen it in years. I
Yeah.
took my time out and I watched
Okay.
everything. I watched all the matches, all the
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this ain't for me no more, man.
You,
It's
you
not
know
for
what,
me
Zush,
no
yeah?
more, man. It's too pantomime, bro. It's
You know what?
too pantomime,
It's
bro.
it's it's making more money now than it made in our Attitude Era,
You
which
know
was
why that
peak
is? You know
times.
why that is? It's because TV shows is a thing now. And it is a
Doo-dum.
TV show. It
Yeah,
is
this
a
is the
reality show.
longest running TV show on
Yeah, but
TV.
that's what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah,
well-produced TV show.
yeah.
But when you're younger, you don't think it's that produced.
Right.
And so
Okay.
now we get
Yeah.
to this stage. You know what? As you say that, I feel you gotta watch wrestling with the right eyes.
Yeah.
So if
You
you're
do.
watching it
Yeah.
as a produced show,
Yeah.
then
You're not
wrestling
gonna.
is
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
is
That's
what
a
it
fact.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
That's.
you go into
Yeah.
wrestling thinking you're watching a sport,
Yeah.
like you done yourself some disjustice. You get me? You gotta go into this watching a produced show that is about the rest. It's a sport. It's a
Yeah.
wrestling sport. That's the storyline, but it's a show. You
Hmm.
get me? It's a well produced show. So that's what I done. I went
Yeah.
into it and I was watching it with the wrong eyes. I weren't watching it with the eyes that I used to watch it with.
Right.
And it didn't sit right with me. However, I do
However.
love the documentaries. I
Yeah.
do love the stuff that they're showing behind the scenes, like the one with
Yeah. Mr. McMahon. Yep.
then they had another one. What was the
About
one?
Was it about WrestleMania?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
about it was more about like WWF and WCW and
Oh,
basically
the
their
Monday
whole
Night
rivalry.
Wars. The Monday Night Wars.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Peak. That was peak. That was peak in our time. That was the.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
And we didn't even know them kind of things that was going on. So that's what
Nah.
made it even more interesting. Like you had little glimmers and you heard this and you heard that, but you didn't really know. So
Yeah.
now you're getting the insight and getting behind the scenes. Like it's mad gritty, pure
Yep.
skullduggery. These men were moving mad. Like this was like gang wars. This was
Yeah, yeah,
straight
yeah,
GTA. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
I'm personally looking forward to this. I'm here for this. I'm here for a behind the scenes 10-part documentary. I just hope it's not well produced in the sense of it being too pantomimed. And I know they're gonna show you what they want to show you, but I
Yeah.
hope they keep it a little raw, edgy, and real.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't look like you're here for this. I can see in your eyes, Drizzy. You say a lot with your eyes. Pause. But you say a lot with your eyes, bro. I can see it, man. You hear me? You're not here for this.
within the community in which I reside on 100 Smackdownville, around the corner from Smackdown Hotel. We It's a gift and a curse, this Netflix thing, because Netflix has definitely elevated the product to a whole different audience. Like, we're able to watch certain things at the same time. We're able to watch Raw and SmackDown the same time as it's going on in the US of A. But it's Raw and SmackDown are not on Netflix in America. This Raw is, but SmackDown is still on the TV cable show. It's on the still in the cable service until that
Yeah.
contract runs out, right? So Netflix has definitely helped widen the eyeballs on wrestling. Wrestling is cooking right now. It's grossing the most amount of money it's ever made in the history of the business. My only problem is, and I'm happy to be proven wrong, and I hope it's the case. I just don't want them to show too much behind the curtain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, as you're saying this, you know why that is?
why?
You know why you don't want that? Because
Tell
you're
me.
still you see you in your community, you're
Yeah.
still active watchers. You
Yes.
see, for me,
Yeah.
like, I'm ready. Start
Yeah.
revealing all
Yeah.
the magic, bro.
Yeah.
start,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
done with
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, reveal all
Yep.
the magic. But I get what you're saying. If you're an active watcher still,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, don't, like, it's almost like pulling the plug already. It's like,
Yeah.
hold on,
Yeah. Yeah.
wait,
Don't do that. Yeah.
don't do that. Yeah, me
Uh-huh.
show a little glimpse, but I still enjoy the fantasy of,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, me
No,
not
for
really
sure. For
knowing and
sure.
me believing in some of these characters. You know what I'm saying? But for the majority, well, not majority, for the man like me,
Yeah.
and I'm
It's
sure
more
there
for
is,
you than it is for me.
yeah,
I'll be honest
yeah,
with you. I might not even watch it just
yeah,
so that my mind is clear. Of I might not even watch it, but then I might tap into you and say, "Yo, Zush, what's this thing saying?" And you might be like, "Yo, bro, they're showing certain things, but they're not pulling the curtain back to everything."
yeah, yeah.
And then I'll be like,
Which I
"All right,
don't
let me
think they
check."
will.
Yeah.
Which, because even as you're saying this, if they're smart, and I believe the team behind, like,
Yeah.
things like WWE have some of the smartest brains running a show,
Yep.
as you said,
Mhm.
they've been running for the longest time. I believe they would know that.
Yeah.
I believe.
We
So it's
hope.
whether they
Yeah.
want to do that and whether
Yeah.
they feel like they see their time is coming to an end, so they're cashing out right now,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
at a peak. You get me? Hit the iron while it's hot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make that
Yeah. Yeah.
money,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
know slowly. Let's just say in the next 3 to 5, it might go on a decline. So
Yeah.
maybe they're just doing it that way. Other than that, I would think that they would know this would kind of ruin the brand a little bit if they reveal a
Yeah.
bit too much.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see.
um,
I'm actually intrigued to see how it plays out. Like,
yeah,
as much as I'm saying I don't want to watch it if it's going to go down that route, I might watch the first episode to see, because the first episode should set you up for what's to come.
what the tone is, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if it's like, I might be like, all right, cool. One episode, one's enough. But like the Mr. McMahon documentary, that was more for non-wrestling fans than it was for us wrestling fans, because we know a lot of that stuff. It's
yeah,
just we got to visually see a lot of the stuff that
yeah,
we heard.
yeah.
But yeah, man, but let's see what happens. The Netflix WWE collaboration has been it's been very successful, and
It has been. It has been. It has been.
you get all the pay-per-views on there at no extra cost. When they're in the UK, you're getting to watch Raw or SmackDown at like 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. Like, it's great times. Like, what we
Yeah,
doing? But
yeah,
let's see what happens, man. But the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
that you're intrigued is a good sign, because I think that's their aim in anyway, is to get you to get the eyes of like people like you.
Yeah, yeah. And even
That's
as
crazy.
you say that, I think it's kind of a smart play, because then that's how you keep both sides of the audience
Yeah,
engaged into what you're doing. So you're giving a little bit behind the scenes with the
for sure.
documentaries for
Yeah,
those that have fallen off, but yet you're
yeah.
still keeping it current, and you're still introducing new characters and new storylines
Yep.
for those who are still into it. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll see.
One more from me. This keeping in the old school heads and the 90s babies and them. Van Damme and Steven Seagal. They have hinted through a Instagram post. See, everyone's on Instagram, bro. You hear me? Everyone's on Instagram, man. Even the old boys and them.
Yeah.
But anyway, they hinted through an Instagram post where Van Damme saluted Steven Seagal and his family. Anyway, people are basically saying that they kind of alluded to maybe. Well, no, they did allude. They just said something big coming soon. Pause. They said that they kind of will be doing a bit of a collab. So we might be seeing something from Van Damme and Steven Seagal in the future, which I believe is quite interesting. Due to them being in a years-long beef. Did you know they were in beef, bro?
Man, all them 80s dons was fighting to be numero uno. And we, the audience, we're the ones that benefited from it because them mans was dropping films left, right, and center, man. No, not every week like they're on Netflix, but
It come like
they
it was
were
every week.
churning out
Them man
some
were moving
films.
like Lil Wayne on the
Yeah,
mixtape
like
era, bro.
every film they dropped had at least a sequel and a trilogy to it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you know apparently how the beef
Gentlemen,
started. You know how the beef started.
nah.
So Steven Seagal was on Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
What do you think of Jeff Speakman or Van Damme? Do you know Van Damme?
No.
You've heard of him? Okay. Let's start with him, Steven. What do you think of his work? As a martial artist first.
Can we change the subject?
Well, I mean, because like you guys go back to the martial arts world before you were movie stars, right? I mean, he was like a champion somewhere, and right? I mean, you.
Well, I mean, I just promised all my mentors that I was going to be a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's a matter of opinion, that he was a champion anywhere. You know? And I mean, you know, I'm not being catty or anything. I wish the guy all the best. But there are an awful lot of people who say that that's not true.
How about Jeff Speakman? Nice guy, huh?
And he asked him about Van Damme because you know, like they're old school, like martial art experts. Like they're kind of like real deal. Like Steven Seagal, like proper done this thing.
Yeah.
And so Van Damme used to Van Damme used to champion that he was a champion.
Yeah.
He was a champion at this martial arts, and he had been doing this thing.
Right.
And Seagal was basically saying, "Nah, that I don't know if that's true because when I'm asking around, like that ain't really a thing." So when him and Arsenio Hall was basically having that conversation, he was saying like, "I respect the guy, like he's dope, but I just don't know if it's genuine because the rumors I've heard, like, it's not that. It's not really that."
Yeah,
And so,
the streets ain't vouching for him.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, shit.
So from there, that kind of, sparked a little something. Obviously, egos from there. There was a few words that went back and forth, and they've kind of had a little feud ever since. So that's why it's a big thing that they might be getting together now to make something.
With all due respect, I think Van Damme made one of the Expendables. I think it's like, was it the third one? I'm sure he made one of the Expendables.
Yeah, he did. He
Just do a podcast, man, and just tell us about the 80s. Just
because you know what I was gonna ask, one, are you even here for a film with them two?
If anyone from
no. You know what?
Go on.
All right. So I at first I thought, nah, I'm not even here for that. Like, no, just drop it. And then I thought, hold on, wait. You know what they could do? They could give him one of them Liam Neeson or Jason Statham films and let them do that. Because, like, the reason why I wouldn't really want to see a film from them is because them man can't act. They can't act now. And no one wants to see that wouldn't act.
For love nor money, and they was getting paid for it. That's the killer.
But let's keep it at 100, though.
Yeah.
Like, the last few Jason Statham films and Liam Neeson films, you haven't really needed to know how to act. You just need to know how to carry scene to scene.
More Neeson than Statham. Neeson like that could just turn it on. He's just banging out these action movies because, like, yo, age-wise, how long have I got left to do these things?
But that's what I'm saying. Just give him one of them films, innit? One of them scripts.
Zush. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back to reality.
Why can't give them one of them?
All right. Cool. Yesterday, the day before that, last month, last year. At what point did you wake up and go, you know what's missing in the world right now? A Seagal Van Damme team up. Don't worry, I'll wait.
All right, I'll say this though.
Okay,
Them
then.
man got some real classics in the holster though.
Hey, we don't talk about El Clasicos. We know that for
No,
a fact.
no.
Yeah,
So in saying that,
yeah.
do you not think just because you
I
get me,
don't.
they've served their time
I don't.
that they should that one last hurrah? You get me? Do they not deserve that? Have they not put in enough work, put in their 10,000 hours to at least earn a little Andre 3000 and a flute album? No, they don't get
Oh,
that. They don't get
okay,
that
okay.
squeeze.
All right,
Come
okay.
on, bro. They don't get that
All right.
squeeze.
First of all, let's never bring Andre 3000
Nah, that was wrong with me. My bad. My bad.
into any conversation of low hanging fruit like that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that again.
My bad.
But I
I
understand
was
where you're
just going
going
on
with it.
terms
Nah,
in terms of
nah,
they all have classics. We're not gonna
they
do
do.
that.
But here's the
They all have-
thing: I want to see a Rush Hour 4. But I know every year that goes by, this film even is to get announced and made ASAP, or as every
It's
year
not
goes by, there's less and less chance of it happening because we love Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is an anomaly. The fact he was doing his own stunts while doing it with a comedic tone, we may never see that again.
yeah.
But I see Jackie Chan in Karate Kid: The Legend, which is coming out this month, and I'm like, JC, can we not get like, hey, did you get is the feeling back? You want to jump outside one more time? Can we get CT on the phone? Smokey, yo, I need you to, sorry, Agent Carter, I need to link up with Agent
Just
Lee.
smoky and
Like what's happening? You know what I mean? Cool.
yeah, I mean, hold on,
These
wait.
two guns? Nah, brother. Nah.
You you
I'm
you, you might still
podcast.
get a rush hour. You might can get a rush hour. I mean, we didn't think we was gonna get a Friday, and that looks like it's gonna be in the works. What we doing here, man? I'm not feeling your vibes today, Driz. I'm
Do
not
you
feeling your
want
vibes today. What's
do you,
going on here? You're real
dude,
hostile today, my guy. Real hostile. What's
do
going
you want
on?
a Friday? Do you want a Friday?
Do I want a Friday?
Another one.
I'm not mad at getting another Friday, as
Sir,
long as they get the right players involved.
sir, you're playing both sides like they ain't Africa. I either need a yes or a no. Do you
Look,
want another Friday?
do I want another Friday? Yes, man.
Okay, I respect that.
I miss some black comedy, man.
I
We
respect.
ain't had
Hey,
no black comedy, good
shout
black
to just
comedy
one of
films.
those days, man.
What's that?
Shout to just one of those days.
Yeah, but that still wasn't it.
I know, but it was giving you that feeling. You can see what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, man. We don't get those. We don't get it like we used to, man.
You're right. We
And
used to get them in
flipping,
a we were spoiled. We were spoiled,
we
man.
was, we
Like
was, we was. So I'm
um
not mad at a few swings. If it
yeah,
misses, it misses. But at
yeah.
least swing, man. We ain't even getting those swings, man. Like I can't wait for flipping scary movie. I cannot wait, bro.
Oh,
Get
oh.
the way back on screen, bro.
You know what? Low key, I cannot wait for as well. This is a trilogy, a franchise that whenever it's on, I'll watch it like it's the first time I've seen it. And a lot of the jokes have aged badly, but because there was so much at that time. You see the Naked Gun series, yeah? Listen, I love the Naked Gun. You see that new one that's coming out with Liam Neeson
You here for it, yeah?
as the son? Listen, I'm there first day of release. I'm gonna be Naked Gun, Aeroplane. I love them spoof comedies, man. You're right, bro. We need them spoof comedies back
That's
as
what I'm
well.
saying,
We
man.
need the black corner of movies to be back. Look, you got. All right, Zush. Here we go.
Do you know how much bullshit white woman comedies I watch just to try and find a bridesmaid again? Like, do you know how much bullshit Karen comedies I be watching?
You know what's the funniest all-female movie I watched of recent time? It
Bridesmaid,
was it was
bridesmaid.
after Bridesmaid. It was oh shoot. It was Four Asian Girls. What's that film called,
Oh,
man?
Joy, was it not
Joyride,
Joyride.
bro.
Yeah, that was
Listen,
cool. That was cool. That was cool.
listen. After if Bridesmaid's Michael Jordan, Joyride for me was like Kobe Bryant. I was in the cinema in tears, bro. I couldn't stop laughing.
It
That
is good.
was
It is funny. It is funny.
hilarious.
I don't know if I felt it like that. I don't know if I
Okay,
felt it like
pause.
that. Yeah, my bad. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
so
right.
you're not here
Let's,
for
okay. Are you taking a Friday? Last thing on this Friday point. Are you taking a don't play both sides like they ain't Africa? Yay or nay? Are you taking a Friday if Chris Tucker says he's not involved?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's my caps. It's Day.
All right. Okay.
It's Cat. It's Cat. Hey, Cat was terrible in one of them days, you know.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, one of them days. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
You're supposed to be
terrible.
like someone who sees the future.
That was a
Yeah. You
horrible
know, I wasn't
character,
mad at
bro.
it actually. I wasn't
No,
mad at it. That's
no. All right, no. He wasn't terrible. The character was like
the
that was
cat.
just a
Yeah. Yeah.
whack
Yeah. Yeah.
character.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was like
Yeah.
what?
If you get Cat Williams in
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah, yeah,
movie,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
need
Cat
Cat
Williams does his
Williams to
thing,
be
but that character was terrible. That
like
character was whack.
Atlanta. I need Cat Williams like how he
No,
was in Atlanta.
I'm here for Day
Yeah.
and Cube and Cat Williams
All
and
right.
that.
Cool. Okay.
But
All right. Cool.
I got a feeling though
Yeah.
they're more because how are they gonna do the characters? Are they gonna be like onks in the hood? You get me? Or are they gonna have
Oh.
nephews? Are they gonna have nephews
Oh,
and nieces?
that old cliche of here comes the nephews, the next generation. Here we go again. Cuckoo.
No,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? Yeah, if they get Drewski involved, you hear me? All they need to do is bring Drewski on board.
Okay, hold on. Hold
Yeah,
on a
come on,
minute.
man.
Hold
Drewski,
on a minute.
Drewski might can save the day. They need to
So
get
what we
creative
say,
with it.
Drewski is like Cube's what son or something?
Possibly, yeah. Or he
I,
moved. He
okay,
moves
okay,
to. He's Cube's nephew that
okay,
moves to his house now. You get
okay.
me? Like
Zush.
Cube's kind of come up. Andrew Schultz is like the racist neighbor and that. Come on,
All right, Zush. Okay,
come
Zush.
on.
I always keep it real in here. You have my attention. I'm never gonna lie to you.
See what
You
I'm
got my
saying?
attention. You
See
got
what
my
I'm saying?
attention.
And that's just two. And that's just two key players, bro. Andrew Schultz and Drewski. They can add a little something to this. I'm telling you, those will be my two picks.
I'd bring in Cedric the Entertainer. I feel like you have to bring in Uncle Ced, man, to try and get some eyes on this and keep this rolling.
Okay.
There's always
Okay.
the talk of DC Young Fly being like Smokey's son. I can see why. It's a little bit on the nose.
He's a bit too over for
Yeah,
me
it's a
though,
little bit
man.
on the nose as well now. I think
Yeah.
we need a left field.
Yeah.
We need a left field actor to play that role that makes you go, I did not know he had that in his toolbox.
Yes.
We need that
Yes.
person.
Yes.
All right, so you know what?
Come on.
I like what you're selling. I like what you're selling.
What, one or two little cameos? Come on, man.
Yeah.
One or two little cameos, a little
You say Shannon Sharp with the snow bunnies and that, yeah? Play that Terry Crews character in White Chicks.
Come on, we need Dr. Umar in there. That's where they need to get smart. Don't get influencer to play the main part. Just get a few popular influence. You know, Charleston White. What's his name? Yeah,
No,
my bad.
oh, okay.
Come on.
You had me. Don't lose me now. You had
All right,
me.
my bad,
So don't
my
lose
bad,
me.
my bad.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Okay.
He's funny on Twitter.
Yeah,
My
he
bad,
is.
my
All
bad,
right, fair enough. Yeah. You're
He
right.
give me
You're
joke,
right.
bro. Give me joke.
Yeah. I get the gist.
Come on, man. But yeah, that's all I got on the news segment. Anyway, that's all.
All right. Well,
That's
hey,
all I got.
beautiful people, we appreciate you for sticking with us while you give you some news.
Yeah,
Obviously,
man.
I feel like there's certain things we spoke about that you more than likely have an opinion on. Are you here for a Friday? Let us know who would be. Let us know if you're sticking to Zush's story, which I'm buying. Like, what other actors or actresses would you throw in the mix? Would you throw in a little Kiki Palmer? Would you throw in my girl from Blackish? Like, what we doing? Let us know what you think about the potential of a Van Damme and Steven Seagal podcast. Let us know in the comment section. Do you know what I mean? Don't forget to tell a friend to like, subscribe, and share the thing. And this should be their source, like it is your source of all the goodness, because we do the heavy lifting. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, what? And the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Come on.
Take it over, sir. Land the plane.
Come on, people, man. You already know. This is the best movie and TV review show that your grandma's new boyfriend has ever tuned into. Until next time, we go by the name of the Screen Runners. Always keeping you up to date what's on the big and small screen. We salute you, man.